from one bird to another, what do you think about the Penguin so far?
Oh, dude. Okay.
First episode.
Fuck. Like
Oh, okay.
I
Let me ask you first. Have you watched the Batman?
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Like 2 or 3 months ago, I finally watched that, and I fucking love that movie. It was super good. I kind of do. I will admit this. I kind of wish I would have rewatched it maybe like a couple of days ago, because it's like a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
And it, but dude, it was good. But you don't get to see the Penguin a whole hell of a lot in that. So
No.
I almost felt like he was just like, okay, you got Colin Farrell to be the Penguin. He's got an interesting design, but like you didn't do fuck all with him. So then I'm like, okay, you're doing a fucking TV show after that character. But then I watched this first episode and I'm holy fucking shit. Like, this is gonna be awesome. I'm really happy about it because he drove a fucking purple car, dude. He had Plum. I'm sorry, he's Plum. He had the purple suit on for a little bit. They gave you the fake out where you thought he was going to go into a crowd and have to use an umbrella, but he didn't actually do that, so that it would be more hat on a hat kind of thing. I thought that was fun, but then they didn't. They threw that swerve. But no, I'm ready for more episodes.
Yeah, I wasn't like super crazy about the Batman. I thought it was good.
Really? I thought you liked it more.
I liked it okay, but I mean, I'm not crazy about it like a lot of people are, because I saw it in a theater and I felt the runtime in it. It was like over 2 hours.
It's a little long.
Almost 3 hours.
It's a little long.
It's kind of like repetitive almost. Like he keeps going to Iceberg Lounge. He's trying to find this this mystery. It's been a while since I've seen it, but when it came to HBO Max, I watched it again, and I watched half of it one night, and the next night I watched the other half, and I liked it so much better doing it that way.
Okay.
I just think the movie is just too long for what it is, and I also think I'm a little tired of like realistic superhero movies.
Yeah, that would be my biggest complaint. Yeah.
I kind of want, like, even especially with just watching Batman '89 recently in the theater, I'm like, I kind of want a little bit of like comic bookiness, a little exaggeration.
It's not supposed to be real.
But
Dick Tracy.
But that's what I'm hoping. Like James Gunn's like DCU is going to be. It's going to bring back these movies that are not embarrassed to be based off comic books. Like he's going to have his own version of Batman. So
I want blue-gray Batman. I want 70s Batman.
I'm kind of tired of like psychopath Joker. I want the clown prince of crime again. Bring back Joker again. But
I want to remove myself from fucking reality when I watch a movie, especially a comic book movie. Like, Batman doesn't need to be a seat. I mean, yeah, I'm totally on board with you. I know what you're saying. Like, I'm tired of that shit.
Okay, so I watched The Penguin and I liked it quite a bit. I don't think it's like quite. It's called like an HBO original. Okay, so I think there's like different tiers. So Max has Max originals, which aren't quite HBO quality, because HBO quality is like movie quality. It's like cinema quality, because they started prestige TV. The Sopranos, The Wire, Oz, like those were just mind-blowingly like above and beyond anything else on TV.
Yeah.
I think this is more of like a Max quality rather than HBO, because I'm not getting HBO.
The CGI was not. The CGI was about a 70%.
Yeah, and
the CGI was pretty noticeable. That would be my only.
Yeah, especially when they're driving a car and it's kind of like fake looking. But I mean, I always forget this is Colin Farrell watching it. I forget it's Colin Farrell. He doesn't have any of his mannerisms. He doesn't act like he's in a ton of makeup. The makeup is, just incredible. Really, it's just.
Well, I made this comment to my wife. You remember that movie Horrible Bosses? He's in that movie and he's got like he's like a fat balding guy, and he's like an American piece of shit. I mean, and he has, I don't know what other roles he's kind of transformed himself in, but that motherfucker's a pretty good actor.
Like, fuck yeah.
You know, I mean, that guy in Bruges, and I need to see, what's that other movie he just did with Gleason? He just did it like a year ago.
Something of, yeah, he's really good in The Lobster. Oh, The Banshees of Inisherin, what it's called.
That's it, yeah. Oh, and Barry Keoghan's in that movie too. That motherfucker's a good actor, dude. He was the Joker in the Batman.
I wasn't.
Did I say his last name right? Keoghan? What's that?
Yeah, or Kogan, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that Joker when he's like all scarred up and shit. But well, hopefully he's just maybe he's just like, maybe he's just like a Hannibal Lecter that's just going to be in prison the whole time that Batman tries to work with, trying to get information from.
We're in agreement with this. The whole kind of psychopathic Joker kind of lived and died with Heath Ledger's performance because he still was the essence of the original Joker. I need you and you need me.
I think you and I are destined to do this forever.
Why would I kill you? You know what I mean? Like, we complete each other. And then and then they started leaning more on, I want to be hard and edgy with other performances. Now, I mean, and they did cut his fucking performance out of the actual movie. So, and I will agree with you. It was it might have been a little over the top because he's like he looks like Toxic Avenger and shit. But, you know, I like what he tried to do, I guess. But I'm with you. I want to see so this new Superman's about to come out, and you can be recorded. Like, they finally put his underpants on over his long pants again. So, but that's a joke. But what I mean by that is they need to bring back some innocence, man. Everything's grimdark. Bring some innocence back.
I think that's what they're doing with this. They got Crypto, the super guy.
Yeah, and that's what I think James Gunn's trying to do too. Like, it's Clark Kent. He's a dumb, bumbling motherfucker, and then he's Superman, and he's a bad motherfucker. So now with these movies, and even kind of like The Crow and other movies, that we know in real life shit is not black and white. I don't want to see that in a movie. It's okay for there to be clear-cut good and evil. You don't have to make it super saccharine sweet, but it's okay for there to be a good Superman. I don't need Superman to be dark and I killed people. Yeah, he's a beacon of hope. Like, holy shit, he's supposed to empower people. Like, not be like, fuck, now I gotta watch Superman's problems for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like, no, I want to see Superman help me with my problems because he will help me with my problems in real life. Like, you're not subverting reality. I don't know. But I hope that with Zack Snyder, God, ruining all that shit. Everything. Let's kill Jimmy Olsen with a gunshot to his fucking head. Blow his head clean off because I'm edgy. Like, God. Like, you know what I mean? You're just doing it for the sake of doing it to me. And I don't need that. I can watch other movies for that. I want to see
at least the Batman and the Penguin are not like that. Like, they're trying to tell a story, and that's what I like about the HBO show. It's like, I don't know if it's going to be more seasons or whatever. It's probably going to carry into the next Batman movie, the sequel to that.
Yeah.
It's just showing the rise of the Penguin. So normally when you see Penguin in a Batman thing, he's already on top. So seeing him play like the Maronis and the Falcons against each other, I'm on board for like that journey for him, for the rise of the Penguin and Gotham to be the big crime boss, and hopefully pay off in a future season or one of the sequels, because hopefully we get 3 Batman movies. And
well, it's interesting because they're using existing lore and they're just tying, because the Penguin was his own dude. He had nothing to do with the mafioso, but in this universe he does, and that is kind of cool. And that's okay. I said this before, but like in the Batman movie, the Batman, he's just in it for a little bit, and I'm intrigued by his character, but nothing about him is the Penguin at fucking all. He's just, I'm a guy, and my name is the Penguin. I'm also
well, there's different iterations of the Penguin, like he's Batman.
Hear me out.
Okay.
And again, it's been several months since I've seen this movie, but it just seems like, okay, let's take a guy and call him the Penguin, and also we'll make him a popular actor. But then I watched The Penguin episode 1, and I'm like, why didn't I get this in the Batman? He goes to great lengths to pull off some antics and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get any sense of that in the Batman movie.
He's kind of like a side character in a Batman movie. He's not really the main villain. And then the movie's already 2.5 fucking hours long.
Yeah,
it didn't need to be any longer. You have like a limited amount of time. Yeah. This was mostly about Falcone and the Riddler, basically, and Batman. I mean, this is the Batman movie about Batman too. And I think he does a good job, like filling in the world. Like, oh, the Penguin's here, but he's not the main focus. He's like the side character to the side. He's doing his own thing. You got to deal with him. I like the idea of this show exploring that and branching the first Batman movie to the new one, and I think that's another thing with like the Marvel shows. Like, they give every fucking side character their own movie. Or they're not their own movie, but their own TV series, like an 8-hour-long TV series, and it's like unnecessary. But for this, I think it's interesting because you get to see this journey and this connection, this kind of like gap, but you don't have to watch it. Probably you can probably just watch the Batman and the Batman Part 2 and not like miss much. But if you want more, you get to see this journey of the Penguin, and Colin Farrell is like fantastic interpretation of the character. Did you know they wanted Jonah Hill to play the Penguin in the Batman?
I had heard that,
yeah, and then he wanted to play the Riddler, and there's like, oh, we already got a Riddler, and he just like turned it down. But I thought that was interesting. Just like from the first scene, like with the Penguin, and I think I brought this up in our like animated series where I talked about the woman Penguin and the Cape Crusader. It's a completely different character. Like, she's confident, she's trying to be sexy, shaking her tits around stuff. The thing about the Penguin, like in other iterations other than that, is that he's very insecure. And I think that opening scene really like hits the nail on the head, where that guy's like laughing at him, and he's just like, oh, bam, 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 bam.
What a little bitch.
Fucking blows him away, and that's like the new boss of like Gotham. He's like, oh fuck, what did I just do? And then his relationship with that kid that tries to steal the rims off his car, or whatever the fuck they're doing. He's got like a speech impediment, and he
stutters.
And he's like, oh, this is another guy with a disability, and he starts to bond with him. But in that same episode, he's like thinking about killing him too.
Yeah.
I love that, because it just makes the Penguin seem more human. Like, he's just shooting the shit with them, talking about fucking ices and stuff. And then he's like,
I'll tell you this,
how about you look at that sunrise? And he's like,
well, okay.
Don't kill me.
Here's my thought though. I don't think he actually really did have. I don't think he was ever going to kill him, because the opening of the show, he's looking at a sunset. He's telling the kid to look at the sunset because he likes sunsets, because that's what he tells them after they negotiate. He just starts thinking he's going to kill him. And then he plays it into that. We're like, oh, okay, well, this kid, I was going to let this kid live, but maybe I'm looking at that wrong, but that was kind of the hint I got, because the Penguin is kind of simple too. He likes sunsets. It opens with a sunset. You get that sunset in the middle of that scene, and at the ending, they're watching the sunset. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What did you
that.
what did you think of that Kristen Milotti as Sophia Falcone?
Well, everything I've seen of her, so I was a big fan of How I Met Your Mother, and she was the mother.
Oh yeah.
But then they famously killed her in the show. But she was like the few episodes she was in of that, and again, it's a sitcom. She was awesome. And then there's a movie she did with Andy Samberg called Palm Springs. And I don't know if you've seen that, but
I've seen that, yeah.
I fucking love that movie. Like, that movie was the shit. It had J.K. Simmons in it. It like fucking kept killing Andy Samberg over and over again. Holy shit. And then and then I know she's like a Broadway actress and stuff. And so but I've never seen her in a role where she's like playing a catatonic serial killer. Like, so. And,
she's got those good, crazy eyes.
Yes. She has very expressive eyes, and that makes it, she plays it really good. So I think that's awesome. She's going to be like, I guess, the main foil for, I assume she's probably not going to last more than the first season if they go further.
Yeah, and it looked like they recast Carmine Falcone, which he died in the Batman.
I saw that too in that little file photo. I was like, wait a minute, that's not John Turturro.
So that's Mark Strong. So I'm thinking they're probably going to have like flashbacks because they couldn't get John Turturro back due to scheduling conflicts, I guess. So
okay.
It looks like nothing like him. Like
I know. He
just
has
like gray hair. Yeah, he has gray hair in the movie, and he's like, oh, it's Jet Black.
He looked like what's his name from Succession.
Yeah, and then Clancy Brown as
dude, that
Maroni,
was
Salvatore Maroni, and
that he was
cool. Yeah, it's
get the
good
fuck
to see
out
him. Yeah, it's only one episode. Usually, I give like a show at least like 3 episodes, and just to make sure I'm going to continue. I'll probably continue this. I think I'm sold on that first episode.
Dude, yeah, I'm.
I know the new episode's out tonight, so.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I'll probably watch it. Okay. One thing I noticed when they go and they park, they're like on a certain street. There's a bunch of like pawn shops and jewelry shops. One of them's called Burgess Jewelry.
I pointed out that the penny when we were watching.
Okay, all right, awesome, cool. I noticed that because and then also when his car was purple, I was like, all right, I like that. My biggest thing was I like that he actually has a fucking personality because he just didn't seem to have much of a personality in the Batman. You get what I'm saying? And then in this one, he's like, I might fucking shoot him back of the fucking head, or let's go get a sandwich. He plays stupid, but he's smart. He's the Penguin.
Oh yeah,
like he's legit the fucking Penguin.
People don't take him seriously because he's an ugly fat dude that limps, and then he's just super smart, and he's kind
of... I don't remember. Okay, I must be fucking retarded, and I'm probably gonna rewatch the Batman this week. Did he limp in that movie?
Yeah, he waddled.
Okay,
you see why now because his toes are all like.
Oh, God, he's got the club foot. Yeah, he's got the club foot.
But another interesting aspect of it, and is like he visits his mother, and then his mom is like the person who's like he's about to go on the run because he knows the fucking Falcones are on him, killing the son, and his mom is like, you fucking fight back. Like I thought that I found that like super interesting, like and I'm looking forward to seeing the relationship play out because like I'm showing Penny The Sopranos for the first time.
Oh, shit.
And I got hints of The Sopranos in this as well. Like, it's basically The Sopranos in the Batman world because his mom is a prominent role in The Sopranos the first season, and she kind of like manipulates people, which I didn't like. I completely forgot, but in her own little way to do what she wants to do. Like she has this control, but she's just acting like she don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
she'll just give these subtle pushes to people, and just like the mom character, I'm super intrigued of where that's going to go. But I guess that's coming out tonight, and next time we talk, we'll probably talk about oncoming episodes, probably the next 2 episodes. So.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss an update. If you want to support the channel and get exclusive content, check out our Patreon in the link below.